people.
You can't give a fuck about everything. There are simply too many things in life we could possibly care about. You must choose. That was Mark Manson's words in his book, The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck. I remember reading this book for the first time. I was like 16 years old. I was working at Target at the time, bro. And I remember just simply just wanting to get to the level where I was able to just work by myself. I didn't have to really just, rely on anything else, rely on a job, a 9 to 5 or anything like that. And I was relatively young. There was a lot of people already making waves with whatever was going on with AI. I remember just reading that and really not understanding too much the first time I read this book, but now years later I understand what he's talking about. There's just too many things for you to actually start caring about. If you're older and you're around your 40s, 50s, say, then you most likely notice there's just too many things for you to actually sit down and actually care about. I mean, to those that actually decide to self-reflect, then yeah, you understand this. But if your attention span hasn't been already cooked by now, then I'd like to show you why it only takes 7 steps for you to actually make money. You don't need a million different plans. You don't need a solid habit tracker or anything crazy that's gonna kind of jog up your mind and kind of put more on the table. You just need structure, man. That's the biggest thing. You need a system. The 7 steps that I'm going to be explaining, you should be applying it every single day. It shouldn't be something that you just do once a week. I did this once a week. I'll just go back to it once a week. There's a bunch of practical tips and practical steps I want you to digest, and for the remainder of however long this channel lives, probably till I'm 95, I'm gonna be giving you the same architect about what it is that I'm talking about. So I'll start off with the first one. Number 1, brainstorming. In the beginning of the day, there's a lot of people that get distracted. You might open your iPhone, your Android, and then, scroll away, doom scroll and everything like that. And for those people that don't do that, congratulations. I don't know how your routine usually works. I don't know if you decide to just step outside real quick and meditate. I don't know if you go to work right away, like how I used to do. I used to go to work straight after I wake up. So it was like that. However your schedule is made, that's cool. I have a diagram that I'm currently working on that has a variety of options you can choose from of which flywheel works best for you, which is what we're going to be talking about, flywheels. This whole system is basically worked in a flywheel. I'm going to be talking about that in a separate video, but to stay on topic, brainstorming, whatever your For You page right now is if it's entertainment, if it's all this, you have 2 options right now. Either make a new account and actually have straight entrepreneurial, inspiring, whatever your niche is, to only digest those type of content and stay on those at least throughout the day. And it's not like you're gonna be using social media for the rest of the day, so I mean, you shouldn't be, honestly. But yeah, make sure your For You page isn't looking like AI slop, whatever it is, whatever, like entertainment wise, or at least have a separate channel. Like for me, I have separate channels. So my entrepreneur side, I have an Instagram for only straight entrepreneurs, entrepreneurial content, all that. Some people are just like completely, that's their identity. Some people are just like, split. I'm split, bro. I have an account for each kind of mood I'm in. Even my X account, I have 2 X accounts. So whatever it is, have kind of like a separate For You page so you know when to actually be locked in. There's gonna be moments when you want to go back to your entertainment stuff, and that's fine. Like that, you're human, bro. Like I don't know why people always force like, oh, you got to be on this all the time. No, there's times you can chill and just go back to your thing. But brainstorming, when it comes to brainstorming, you want to have your For You page looking good. You feel me? Actually not sloppy, none of that crap, bro. So get that straight, get that through your head. And then what you want to do is look at your future collaborators, look at your future competitors, the people that you might be working with, the people that you might be going against with. This is what I'm talking about. Look at these people that are on your For You page. All right, so the first time you're, logging into the day, you're looking at the competitor. Like, what is the competitor doing? What is my collaborators working on? What did they post? It's not to be on some stock and, some stock and shit. When I say competitors and collaborators, I'm literally just talking about the For You page. You don't know who is going to be your competitor. You don't know who is going to be your collaborator. For me, there's some people that I met last year or 2 years ago, and I look at them now as, honestly, I see them as competitors. I see how they move and everything like that, and it's like, oh yeah, these are people like in the future, bro. If it comes down to it, like if you're around my age, which is 21, I see a lot of y'all, and there's a lot of people that are around my age in this AI entrepreneurship space. I don't really see y'all as, no, I'm gonna keep it nice. Brainstorming is just looking at what the other people are doing. Don't steal ideas, brainstorm. You can take their ideas and then think of how to make it better, solve a problem within whatever problem they solve. But I like to call this productive scrolling. So instead of doom scrolling, productive scrolling. I don't know if anyone could coin that term. I don't know. But if I did, cool. I don't think I did. But productive scrolling. You're scrolling and it's productive. It's still consumption, but it's still productive in a way because it's not like you're doing this. Also, yeah, there is going to be like a time block. For me personally, I would have a time block, but for anyone that just wants to go through whatever time they, feel fit and do things, there should always be a deadline on your task, in my opinion. I do suggest reading. I hate reading. All right, let me make this clear. Like, I used to really hate reading. I kind of hate it. Now I kind of don't, because I like the books that I'm reading at the moment. It kind of aligns with me. But before, I really hated it simply because it's just whatever, bro. Like, you can take the same book right now and just put in an AI prompt and then summarize it and then get whatever the information it is you need. You could do that, honestly. But the thing is, nowadays, the attention span, and this always goes back, like, I'm gonna be bringing up the attention span a lot. It's so cooked, bro, and I'm good on all of that. I'm good on all of that. There's times where I realize like my attention span is just so terrible. I cannot stay like pay attention. And so reading helps that, it builds mental clarity. It builds like, just mental capacity. And so you should read. You should actually practice reading. If anything, try meditation. Meditation also helps. I do meditate a lot now. And so, yeah, my attention span it's definitely not abnormal. I mean, it's definitely not normal. Like, it's crazy to think about. Like, it's definitely abnormal. Simply, it's probably what it was 10 years ago. Like, the normal attention span 10 years ago is what mine is now. That's crazy to think about. Like, the normal attention span now is almost like the fucking same attention span as like a goldfish, I'm pretty sure. Like, even shorter maybe. Like, the goldfish are looking at us like, bro, we need some help. Honestly, like, I'm not gonna ramble too much about it, but just know that attention span is getting worse. So people always talk about this, but like, it's a good reminder to know the people that you're gonna be mostly selling to. If it's business owners, then it's probably different, but you always want to start with brainstorming. But number 2 is working on your portfolio. If you want to start taking the steps to make money, then you most likely right now are a beginner. If you're not, then congratulations, intermediate. Shout out to you. What you should still be doing is building your portfolio. Literally just working on whatever your client work is right now. And if you don't have client work, then listen up. But I like to do this after I start brainstorming. Like, after my brainstorming session, I go straight into my client work, or I go straight into content creation, which is the other side of the flywheel. It works both sides. I either go straight into client work or I go straight into the content I was creating. So today I'm going straight into the content because I've been slacking on content, and this is actually my first video on this channel, or at least rebranded. So yeah, this is kind of weird. And so if you don't have a current client right now, then work on a design. Like, for me, I'm a designer, graphics designer / UI UX designer, really graphics designer. And so with me right now, I'm working on specifically thumbnails that, entrepreneurs could use on top of regular day YouTubers. They could just I'm gonna do freelancing. Like, I'm setting up my portfolio as we speak right now for freelancing on thumbnails and things like that. And so the steps I'm taking right now is simply getting a specific design skill, like a specific way people make designs, and then doing it 5 times, right? doing it 5 times. So making that thumbnail and then doing it again and then doing it again and then doing it again and then doing it again. You can just keep on doing it 5 times, I suggest. And then for me, like I said, I was doing UI and UX as well, design. So I'd switch up to UI UX and then I'll only do that 2 times. And I do that every single day. And this builds your portfolio so you have material in there, and also you start learning more about what it is that, you know, the more skills you build, like the more days compound and you're building all these skills, bro, you start becoming like a fucking mastermind, right? And right now I'm also learning with NAN workflow. I'm also learning how to build like basically micro SaaS apps, actual apps that you can use, and like AI automations that will help designers in the future. And that's my biggest picture, like having a system where it will help designers really help their work with prompt engineering. Like it's gonna be a big thing for me. But keep things short. You want to just do that same design, that same skill, whatever it is, client work 5 times, in my opinion. Then the other one 2 times. Whatever the real complex one I say, which is for me is UI UX, or just the one that you don't really care about but you should be working on, do that 2 times. If it's complex, do it 2 times. Okay, so number 3, and this is my favorite part, skill development. Right now, that is going to be easily my favorite part, and simply because, bro, like building your skills. Right now, I'm building Trendwheel, and this is the NAN workflow thing I'm talking about, where it'll be basically an app where it would rank your designs, specifically for all my graphic designers out there. It will rank your designs, and so you'll be able to have like a right-hand tool, simply like looking at your art, telling you exactly their thoughts on it, you know, their old thing. Obviously, it's not person. Obviously, they don't have artistic expression. I'm gonna integrate a SOP inside the person, and just, you know, the AI agent will be customizable and things like that. But also, it's gonna be a good way to make sure you're on edge. You know, that's my whole thing, like keeping you on edge, especially with the flywheel architect, bro. That's gonna like really add on to like how skillful you become with your art, you know, your development. And I'm gonna be using this myself, so I'm gonna make sure it's proven that it works. It's in the development stage right now, the early development stage. I'm actually on day 6 of building this right now. This is like your deep work time, where you're simply looking at new tutorials, YouTube, whatever it is, to build your skills, to make something more unique, to, you know, explore on new unique tools, you know, so like AI tools, whatever it is that you're doing, build your skill, find something new, add it to your work, your current work, or design something new, have a new project, and just build a new skill. And this is part of your work, man. This is part of your work, because once you figure out something new, and there's always new trending things, once you find something new, then it's like, holy crap. And this is not to say go do some research. That's when you go brainstorm. Like when you're brainstorming in the morning, that's when you should be doing your research as well. Like store all your stuff while you're brainstorming, because you don't want to get distracted on things that aren't really needy at the time. You just get distracted. You have the tools that you have in mind of using already in store, and then start making new skills with that tool. I can't wait to build Trendwheel. It's going to be amazing, in my opinion. It's going to be, I can't wait. Number 4 is community and feedback. Now, this is when you go on X, you go on Reddit, you go on whatever platform you want, YouTube, and start commenting, communicating, and interacting with everyone that is in that space. So for me, I'll go on YouTube, I'll start, you know, replying to all the comments that were left on my YouTube videos. I have a YouTube reaction channel, so I have a lot of comments, and, you know, I try to get to each and every one of them. And then, you know, on X, you want to really go crazy. Like for me, some people don't use X, so I'll just speak for me. X, bro, like you really want to hone in and like really start talking to people. And so this is not your outreach stage, that is next, don't get me wrong. This is just your replying stage. This is just looking at people and replying. And there's a specific amount of replies you want to get in a day. So like for me right now, it's 30 replies, like simply just replying to posts that I've never seen before, replying to other people. This will get you more out there. People will start understanding who you are. You'll get more followers. You'll get people just viewing your stuff, which is good. Maybe viewing your product on your page. So this is really good for visibility. Reply like 30 times. Like there's going to be a SOP for like my whole flywheel architect. And I always going to be mentioning this because this is like a proven system. Honestly, I've been using it for the last 2 weeks. And honestly, it's just where my head is at right now, you're gonna see it. Like, there's gonna be content posting all the time. There's gonna be so many things that I'm gonna be doing at the same time, and I'm starting off from zero, and I'm documenting my series as well, which is amazing. But to stay on topic, I always ramble on, bro. Yeah, just check out your feed, whatever it is. Go on school.com. If you're in a community, check out your community, reply to them, or make a new post. You know, this is where you can start making new posts and be productive with your thing. So make a quick post, not like a content writing post, like a long one. Do like an actual just simple X post, simple notes to self post. I do on X all the time. This is when you want to do all of that. And yeah, man. Also, reminder of your For You page. Make sure it's not filled with any garbage, with any entertainment. You don't want to have distractions while you're on it. This is also the time when I usually go on lunch. I usually just, go out, do things. I'll make a quick post while I'm outside and, out and about doing errands, whatever it is. And so, yeah, man. Okay, number 5, and this is probably the most important time in your day. Probably not really. Everything is important in my opinion, but I guess this is where you really start making the money. This is client attraction. So this is outreaching. This is fixing your bio, making sure your bio is spliffy on LinkedIn, on X, on whatever it is, your portfolio, making sure that's spliffy. Your portfolio building, you really want to leave back to portfolio building, that whole entire section, and really update your portfolio while you're putting in, new material. But you really want to, like, if you're about to reach out to a client and maybe you just look at something in your portfolio that you need to add, then by all means do it. This is like really the block where you're doing outreach. So I go for, right now I'm doing 10 to 15 value first outreaching. So this is like warm outreaching, not cold outreaching, none of that. If I want to do cold outreaching, then I want to build a tool around that. I don't want to have like some automated tool that someone else made and all that, because I can really do that with with the program that I have right now. So I'll be building out my own tool. But for as of right now, I'm just doing 10 to 15 outreaches. I'm setting my thing on free. This is when you start setting stuff on Fiverr, Upwork, whatever it is. Start setting it up and start doing that immediately. Many beginners, they don't have track sheets. I 1000% have a track sheet. Track the outreaches that you do. Have like a hierarchy, so like, is this a cold lead? Is this a hot lead? And so I have a track sheet template in the description below. You can go check it out in my Stand store. It's completely for free. You guys can just have it. Let me know if it works for you. I've been using it for like these past few months, and it's very helpful. It's a simple Google sheet. It's nothing crazy. Also, if you have a client at this time and you're in the client attraction stage, ask for testimonials. Make like this blog, bro. And I'm like, when I build out this app, bro, I'm gonna be making sure people actually, like, for the beginner specifically, make sure you have testimonials. So many people forget this. Testimonials could be used for anyone, your friend, your mom, your dad, whoever it is. Make sure you use their name. Don't just say mom, dad. But like, you could do that, and testimonials for obviously people around the world is very useful. And I'm gonna also drop videos on like how to get testimonials from like anyone. Like, it could be from some person that's working with Google, like engineer in Google. You can get a testimonial from. You can get it from anyone, and then you can put it on your landing page and it'll be fine. Like, it's not like you're gonna get sued or anything because you did it. But yeah, you want to do that. So that block, this whole block is just really a quick block. It shouldn't be too long. I'd say an hour or so, maybe 45 minutes. And then number 6, which is the last one or the second one, depending on which way you go with this flywheel, content creation. So recording, editing, posting your videos online. I usually do that all in a bunch. So I usually record the video, I edit the video, and then I'll post it. Or I'll just record the video for the day, I'll edit the video tomorrow, and then I'll post it whenever, I'll set a schedule to post it. This is when you really want, and this is the only block where I'm actually just posting, uploading, editing, and then if it's a new video, uploading short form content that I forgot to edit, I'll edit. Like, that's only the block where I'm doing that. right? And so this is so efficient, bro, because it keeps me like really edge with everything I'm doing. And so I don't know, like, bro, just that way of working, it works. It just works for me, man. It just works for me. And I want to share it to anyone that's probably struggling, just keeping a structure, you know, like with your content. And content is your business card. YouTube is gonna grow and grow over time, and it's still growing. YouTube it's still growing. There's like I think some crazy statistics is like every single day there's like 2 billion views watched, like in a single day, which is or I think it's 1 billion, not 2 billion, but 1 billion views watched in a day on YouTube. In a day. That's insane, bro. That's a 1/7 of the world, or 1/8. I think whatever. But yeah, the last step, number 7. Now, number 7, the free block. You have completed all the main priorities. This is when you can really explore into your passion projects that you're thinking about. You can go brainstorm again if you want. Your passion projects you can go work on. Whatever it is that you're really passionate about and you want to work on. Collaboration. Go see if you can go collab with someone. This is powerful, especially around this time where teams are a must. You don't want to be doing this by yourself. Like, networking around people, it's going to help you a lot. I'm an introvert, so I know exactly how it feels to like not want to talk to people. I know exactly how that feels, trust me. But I just had to swallow it and be like, yeah, I gotta talk to these people. I gotta actually, get out there and talk, and it's honestly, I don't like it. I'm being honest, I don't, but you have to do it, man. You gotta get out of your comfort zone or else you won't grow. It's that simple. You just gotta do it. I mean, I'm speaking as a man. If you a woman, same thing, man. But the number one thing I'll say in this free block that is always gonna be so good, like just really good, and this is for anything in life, bro. Like, this could be anywhere. Give back. And when I mean give back, bro, like give back for free. Don't, like, go on someone's page, see whatever they're struggling on. So say you saw their content, you really like their content, and their thumbnail isn't that good, and you just want to, just give, since they did such a good job, just make them a thumbnail and then give it to them. Don't ask for nothing else. Do not ask for nothing. If they ask for pay, then be like, oh no, this is just for you, bro. This is just for you, man. That's giving back. And so that always, like, bro, that goes such a long way, because that person, say that same person that made that video actually goes crazy one day, blows up, remembers you. Yo, I remember when you did this for me, bro, and I wanted to do this. That's exactly what giving back does. That's the beauty in life. You feel me? And that's happened for me. So like there's times where I just gave people free stuff and they came back and just gave me opportunities, and I just super grateful. So I always think about that. So yeah, that's one thing nobody even talks about too. That's crazy. Give back for free. But yeah, man. This is my first video on this channel. I don't know how it's gonna do. I don't know how the quality is. I'm in my car. I have no choice but to be in my car. That's another story for another day. I'm not gonna talk about why I'm in my car. I usually will be home and just be chilling, but can't do that. So yeah. I hope each and every one of y'all take care of yourself. I hope you take everything in. I do have, like I said, the templates are gonna be in the description below. Trend Wheel. There is a app that I am currently building, a micro SaaS digital product that I'm currently building that's going to help designers put their designs at a whole different level, like literally just help them with everything that is with designing. And so I can't wait for that to be built, and then everyone gets to use it, especially me. But for now, there is the Flywheel Architect is going to be in the description below. If you guys want to do a one-on-one consulting call, then I am available. You guys can do that call and we can talk about this Flywheel Architect in detail. I can tell you everything that I'm learning from just doing this exact thing, and just how it's just changing everything, like reframing everything for me in my life. So if you want to do a one-on-one, you can. And yeah, that's about it, man. That's about it. I think that's everything I gotta say. If you need thumbnails, I'm your guy. That's basically my freelance right now. I'm doing thumbnails for anyone that needs it. That's just the start of my design career. But yeah, anyways, my name is Ray. This is Raypreneur, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.